Hey everybody, I'm going to wait here for just a minute and see if anyone gets on. Today we are going to spend some time talking about the reading app. The reading app and what we can expect out of that, what we're supposed to do there. There's like nobody online tonight, which is fine. I'm just sharing the link over into the Palfish groups. So I want to start off by talking about a few things that have changed in the last week. First and foremost, the change that came out about needing your TEFL or your TESOL. TEFL or your TESOL. Your TEFL or your TESOL. So both of these are ESL courses. They're ESL teacher certifications. Basically, you need them in order to be certified by the Chinese government to teach in China. And the new online education bill, if that's what you want to call it, that passed basically says that if you're going to teach in China, you must have ABC, okay? Education, certification, and there is a whispering that a background check will be required. Not a huge deal. You can normally get those done at a local police authority fairly inexpensively. Palfish is saying that they have not gotten clearance on those yet, as far as the government has not come back and specified what they will accept and what they will not accept. they are looking for a 120-hour certificate in order for you to be able to teach the children. Okay? 124-hour certificate, 120-hour. Yes, there are some in Groupon. Yes, they are accredited. Yes, they are the same course that you can go on the school's website and spend $168. Or if you want the 160-hour, it's like $324. It's the same one. And I know it's the same one because I am an affiliate of the school, and I actually have a link that you can follow, but it won't save you any extra money than what you can get on Groupon. I see we have 2 people. Hello, 2 people. I'm just going over the new regulations, needing educational background, TEFL or TESOL, and potentially the 3rd background check. My big thing that I want to talk about today is going to be the reading app. There's been a lot of arguing in the last few days, a lot of chit-chat back and forth between teachers about the reading app and how teachers interact with students on the reading app. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Of course, the admins haven't come down and given a specific guideline, but they have told us that the reading app is not just for you to communicate with your students. They really want how do I say this? Almost like a place for students to post their work, and many teachers say, hey, great job. It's a group effort. That's not just for you to comment on your students. I'm not saying go poach everyone's students. That's not what I'm saying. So this is the guidelines that I have given the teachers in my mentor group. Number 1, it is perfectly fine to go like a student's work, especially if there's no comments on it. Okay? Number 2, before you contact a student, you need to check their practice hours. If a student has 0 practice hours, that means they're not with a teacher. Okay? And number 3, most teachers are going to comment on their child's homework. And it's almost like laying claim to that student. And I know that sounds silly, but what is happening is some teachers feel that if another teacher comments on their student's work, that they're trying to poach that student away from them. I will say there have been a couple cases where teachers are actually reaching out to students and parents saying, hey, I would be a much better teacher for your child. Please come take a class with me. That is by all means wrong. Do not do that, guys. Like, if a student has taken 40 practice hours and you can see it's consistently the same teacher comments on all their work, leave the student alone. However, if a student contacts you first, then follow them back, comment on their stuff if they reach out to you first. I know that can be complicated, and I know that sucks for teachers who have maybe taught a student for 30 or 40 lessons. But if that student is reaching out to other teachers, maybe they saw another teacher in a live, or they saw a moment that other teacher posted, you can't stop a student from reaching out to another parent or a student from reaching out to another teacher. That's important for you guys to know. We have to follow that. We have to make sure that we're not restricting our students. And while that sucks, there are plenty of students to go around. We're up to 4 people. Does anyone have a question or anything they'd like to say about the reading app? No one's talking. Normally you guys are very talkative on Friday night chats. Oh, we're down to 2. Wow. Normally you guys are very, very talkative. No comments? I normally have several comments or questions. Hi, Gretchen. How are you? Thank you. It's still kind of weird to me because people notice me or they will find me in another forum somewhere and they're like, wait a minute, you're a teacher or something. I've seen you somewhere. You're tired mama. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. If you guys don't know, if you're on the East Coast, we are having an East Coast meetup. January 26th, we will be meeting in Atlanta, Georgia. Palfish is sending me a box of goodies, and I'll be leading the meetup. So I'm super excited about that. Gretchen, do you have any questions about anything in the app right now? What I was talking about just a minute ago is how we have to be careful how we approach students in the app, in the reading app. Sometimes these students have done many, many, many lessons with another teacher, and teachers can be very defensive when they feel like their students are being approached by outside teachers or poached. I will also tell you that you have to be careful. I got a very odd message this week from someone who was trying to offer me a job, and that was from within the app. They were trying to offer me a job. You just have to kind of be careful. And I say that if a student reaches out to you, that's fair game. They may be looking for another teacher. Students are encouraged to talk to other teachers, and they're encouraged to reach out and take classes from multiple teachers. I necessarily don't really get that sensitive about it. I understand that that's our pay, but I also understand there's a lot of students on this platform. And I understand that things they don't learn from me, they may learn from someone else. And that's just as important. So while I understand the concerns from other teachers, I do think it's overly sensitive. However, as I said a moment ago, you should never, ever, 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 ever reach out to another student and say, you should take a class with me because I'm a much better teacher. What? I'm going to get you bopped in the head is what that's going to get you. I'm shocked we don't have more people. Normally we have 15 or 20 people in here on Friday nights. I'm assuming it's with the holiday coming up. Everyone's busy on Friday nights. Oh, we're up to 5. Does anyone have questions? Well, you know what? I'm busy because I make myself busy. I'm busy because I just, I stay busy because I don't do well when I'm not busy. When I'm not busy, I've always been told that idle hands are the workshop of the devil. And I believe that wholeheartedly because when I have nothing to do, I get in trouble. So I keep myself busy. And I'm going to tell y'all, Lord help my husband when my 2 kids are gone because I'm going to have a whole lot of free time. Which, I don't know, I guess I'm just going to work like 20 hours a day in order to keep my mind sane. Because when I relax, it never goes well. And I'm going to make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, because this week I have some really interesting Vlogmas videos coming out that are about things you can do outside of Palfish to earn extra income. So if you're interested, make sure that you're paying attention. There's some interesting things going on in the online ESL world, as far as the online teaching world, and all good. I'm so excited. I'm going to be speaking at an educators conference in January, and I'm so excited to be going and talking to teachers who are fresh out of college about how, because of the way our world is so technologically advanced now, we are not limited to just a brick and mortar school, that there are so many options for teachers now. Gretchen, send me an email. Oh, there's an M on that. Y'all, I do not know what is wrong with me, but I cannot type. Marcia, let's see. Good evening. I'm new. I would like to know what I need to do to get started. I've been with the school district for 9 years. I'm a teaching tutor. Okay, Marcia, do you have any formal education or ESL training? One of the requirements that just got passed by the government of China is that all online teachers must have a TEFL or a TESOL. Let me put those up here. Okay, so the TEFL and the TESOL are certifications to teach English. Super easy. They actually have it right now. You can get a Groupon. There's one for $5. There's one for $39. And let me tell you, if you do the $5 one, it's not always super easy. And from what I saw of the course, the only difference is you don't have to do lesson plans with that one, which I wish I had done that, because that was horrible for me. I hate lesson plans. But just another aspect of it, like, know that you have to get that certification, and they're looking for that now. The other thing I really addressed before anyone got in here was there are rumors that there will also be a background check required for all teachers. Let me say this. Right away, when that came out last night, people started uploading their background checks to the app. Do not do this. Okay? Don't do it. Do not do this. Don't do it because, number one, they haven't said that they need that yet. Number two, 9 times out of 10, your background check has very personal and private information. Most of the time, it has your full name, your address, your phone number, your social security number, your driver's license number, your date of birth. You do not want to give that out. And I caught 4 teachers last night who just uploaded theirs right away. Do not give out that information if it is not needed. I notified the administrators that that a lot of Americans were dealing with identity theft right now and may be hesitant in uploading such sensitive documents. And she said, okay, I understand. Let me see how we can work with it so that it gets turned into them and not to anyone else. So don't rush and upload that document right away. Excuse me. In Alabama right now, it's like 60 degrees during the day and 25 degrees at night. Yes, Mark, and it's a new thing, Marsha. A lot of teachers right now are having to go through and get it. It's 10 different classes. Most companies offer 10 module classes. There's the 120-hour and there's 168-hour. The 168-hour you mostly have to do lesson plans. You may have to teach a real class. Thank you, Marcia. It's not super complicated though, especially if you've been working with kids for a while. I can remember with mine, the hardest part was the vocabulary. I'm pretty simple in that I don't really believe in making up big words just to make something sound more important. So it is what it is. Yeah, if you have the teaching experience, you'll get it. It just block out some time for it. Don't expect to sit down and just click, click, click. It takes a little bit more than that. And then you will need to pay $20 more, I think, if you want a paper certificate in the mail, which you should get. You should get that. Okay. I actually had an opportunity here recently. I have a company who contacted me to ask me if I would be interested in working with. We have close to us a Hyundai plant, and they've opened up a Kia plant about an hour away. And so they found me online and asked if I'd be interested in teaching some classes. Totally into that. And that certificate, if you have it in hand, come in handy. Anytime you start working in the corporate world, especially with an ESL certificate, as many foreign companies as we have coming here now, that can add up pretty nicely. So make sure you get that ESL certificate of your TEFL or your TESOL. Don't just trust an online image. Get that piece of paper. Does anyone else have questions tonight? Keep checking my phone because people are commenting. Let's see. So let me say this really quick. This is something I'm experiencing right now. Each of you, once you're a teacher with Palfish, will be assigned an administrator and a mentor. And then when you have problems, first you contact your mentor and then you contact your administrator. Your mentor is mainly for training type stuff. Do not always trust everything that all of the teachers put into the chat rooms, okay? If it is something that you are told, contact your administrator about. Maybe taking the advice of 400 other teachers that are all different isn't the best option. If you're told to contact an administrator, please contact an administrator, okay? And rely on what the administrator says. Realize they are all in China, but they will do their best to help you, okay? Sometimes takes a little while. We have 8 people. Who has a question? Oh, there's... Did you experience that this week as well? I'm looking at my chat box like your face is going to be there. That's been an ongoing thing. Like, don't listen to everything that everyone tells you. Not everyone is your bestie in the group. It is great to have a wonderful network of teachers who are there to support you. Just realize that, like, they're not all there. Maybe, I don't want to say that because I don't think anything has ulterior motives, but they can't lead you in the right direction if they're not sure about it, okay? There are teachers right now who are talking all about TEFLs and TESOLs and how if you don't pay $300 or have to go and do this and you don't have to go teach a real class, that it's not the right thing. And the truth of the matter is they don't know. How do they not know? Because they're not in the Chinese government, okay? We should all expect regulations that would come from this. Gretchen, very good point. You can't just leave it out there, not all there. We should have expected that some regulations were going to come down. We watched in the last 4 years, and I don't remember what the first ESL in China company was. You will need to get that first. I recommend paying the money and getting the TEFL or the TESOL first. Marsha, do you have a degree? And Angel, do you know if the regulations have changed for the people who just teach free talk? Or is it just for official kids course? Then Marsha, as long as you have a degree and you have experience, I would go ahead and get that TEFL or TESOL. You can subscribe to my channel. I have tons of videos that will walk you through the interview process, the application process, how to work your way through the app. as well as some teaching tips. There's also a playlist that has all of our mentor teachers on it and their videos that you can watch. I would go ahead and just start working on that TEFL or TESOL. I do fully anticipate, and you can't do, as of the beginning of the year, from what I have been told, you will have to have an education and a TEFL TESOL in order to be able to teach the official kids course. Some of that can still be up in the air because we have not received more directives from the Chinese government. Exactly. If you'll read the comment, I'm going to read out loud. Mentors were chosen by the company to help facilitate a smooth start for you. We're also there to help field issues that don't require the admin. I think is there 6 or 8 of us? I think US Angel and I are the only ones that are in America. The rest are native English speakers who live in other parts of the world. But that's what we're here for. We're here to be there and help you, essentially help you to be better teachers. The series that I'm working on for Vlogmas is called 31 Days to Better Online ESL Teaching, and with the idea of every day hitting on something that will make you a better teacher. And I'm super proud of the fact that I've only missed one day. And that was because I just wasn't feeling well at all. And I have a video coming out. I'm going to try and get it up this weekend. And it's about the interview, about how to go through the interview. And then I filmed one with another mentor where we are talking about how to place students in the correct level during a trial, which can be a very intimidating process. US Angel, I was saying just a minute ago that I was invited to speak at an educators conference in January for a school that has a big group of teachers graduating in December. And I'm going to be speaking about how the classroom isn't limited to 4 walls anymore. So I'm so excited. However, I don't know if I have any guys in here. I haven't had any guys comment, but I'm super nervous because I have to step up like my game. And I say that because, like, if it's me, like, that's one reason I love teaching, because I can do it in a bun and, I don't have to do the makeup thing and the heels and all that. So I got to step up my game and, like, look professional that day. It's been a minute since I had to do that because it's just not really me. But I can't go in there looking like stay-at-home mama bun here who doesn't know how to brush her teeth or anything. Oh, anyway, I want to show you guys something. So in the last, I think it was the last video, someone commented, and this is completely off topic of Palfish. Someone commented about what I did that made my teeth so white. But they look stellar right here. I'm super excited. And I said I would show them. But this is what I use. It is a what's it called? White Teeth Global Advanced Organic Charcoal. So you brush your teeth, and then you dip your toothbrush in the charcoal powder, and you brush your teeth again. And you brush your teeth for like 4 minutes. And I'm telling you guys, this stuff right here, like, look at that. I have never had white teeth like this before in my entire life. And there's a lot of YouTube videos about this, but I'm telling y'all, this stuff right here is amazing. Amazing. I ordered it off of Amazon. That's what I figured, US Angel. That it was one of those things that was still completely up in the air that we didn't know about. This directive really came down from the government, and it's very vague. It's very vague, and it doesn't specify a lot of the information that we as the educators jump to right away. So we have to kind of just hope that we get better information soon. I know that the administrators and the higher ups at Palfish are working on it. So I have full faith in them that they are going to get us somewhere. I don't think it's going to be an issue because from what I've seen, almost all of my free talk people have been adults. So, oh yeah, Gretchen, let's see. Better yet, you know what? Let me give you here's the website. I'll tell you, my sister, I don't smoke or anything, but my sister smokes, and she started using this, and she said it's a game changer. We started doing it because my daughter competes in beauty pageants, and we were trying to find something. She had braces, and when she got them off, we had big white spots, and so we found this, and she uses it too. This is a completely unsponsored video too, I have to say that, because I talked about a product. And I did have a question this week, so that everyone knows, I do not monetize videos that are Palfish related. I don't do that. You'll never see a commercial in one of my videos. Not for Palfish. Other videos are free game, but not my Palfish videos. Does anyone have any last minute questions? I'm going to try and grab a nap. I have classes. Let's see. Anyone else have classes tonight? I have a 12, a 1. I have a weird schedule tonight. So I have a midnight, a 1:30 in the morning, a 2 in the morning, a 5 in the morning. So I'm kind of spread out tonight, which means I just won't get any sleep. Well, you open up your schedule, Marcia. You say when you can work, and parents book you. I am available all night. I've done many an all-nighter on Friday night or Saturday night. Marcia, like you make your schedule. My schedule is I open up from midnight. Ooh, Gretchen. From midnight to 7 a.m. and I take my daughter to school, and then I open up from 8 to 11 because that's my time zone. I normally am booked from, well, I'm not fully booked, but that's okay because I do a lot of live lessons. Ooh, Gretchen, 15 lessons, sweetie. That's a lot. Have fun. I'm going to try and take a little bit of a snooze. That's kind of the only downside of as far as like having a break in between classes is I can get to sleep. I used to be able to take 25 minutes, take a full nap, jump right up and go back to the next class, but fairly certain that my body is saying, don't do that. You're welcome, sweetie. We'll see you guys next time. And US Angel, can you email me? Never mind. I'll send you a message on Palfish. I have a question. Oh, yes, in the morning. And then I have classes tomorrow night. And then I don't work Sundays, so I get to rest then. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. See you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye, guys.